Most people think bankruptcy only happens when a person stops earning money. Mike Tyson's story proves something very different. You can make hundreds of millions in your lifetime and still lose it all. This isn't just a sports drama. This is a financial horror story about how a system, a kind of parasite economy, and relentless extraction nearly destroyed the most feared fighter on Earth. From the streets of Brooklyn to a $400 million peak, to a crushing collapse, and then a modern comeback. Mike Tyson was an absolute phenomenon. In the 1980s and 90s, he stormed onto the scene, becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history, feared and respected around the globe. He wasn't just a boxer. He was a cultural force. By some estimates, Tyson earned at least $430 million just from his boxing purses and endorsements during his career. Some reports even suggest his total fight earnings could be over $600 million. Every major promoter wanted him. Every pay-per-view event was a guaranteed blockbuster, shattering records and captivating millions. The money was flowing in like a tidal wave. But as the money poured in, the warnings began to appear, silent at first, but growing louder with every million that landed in his bank account. Mike Tyson famously put his trust and his money in the hands of others. His promoter at the time, Don King, was a master of the game. It's been alleged that King took massive shares of Tyson's fight earnings, far beyond standard commissions. Court accounts later detailed how this money machine worked, with staggering consultant fees of $100,000 a fight being paid to King's own family members. It was a complex web, and Tyson was at the center of it. At the very same time, his personal spending grew wilder and wilder. He bought multiple mansions, dozens of luxury cars, including custom Rolls-Royces that cost a fortune. And who can forget the exotic animals? He famously owned 3 Bengal tigers, a symbol of his larger-than-life persona. The monthly living expenses were astronomical. The money was going out almost as fast as it was coming in. Then there were the legendary purchases, like a $2 million gold bathtub for his first wife. He threw parties that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and showered friends and even strangers with lavish gifts, from diamond watches to luxury cars. But it wasn't just about the luxury items. Behind the scenes, the real financial threats were piling up: massive debt, unpaid taxes, and endless legal costs that grew like a cancer on his fortune. Every dollar he earned seemed to have 3 people waiting to take it. By the early 2000s, despite earning hundreds of millions of dollars, the cracks in the empire were impossible to ignore. Mike Tyson was in serious trouble. In 2003, he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, a move that shocked the world. The filing revealed he was roughly $23 million in debt. Among those debts was a staggering bill for unpaid taxes. More than $17 million was owed to the US and British tax authorities combined. Add to that a $9 million divorce settlement that needed to be paid. The man who once commanded $30 million paydays for a single night's work was now in bankruptcy court. His entire financial life laid bare for the world to see. It was a spectacular fall from the pinnacle of wealth. So, how does someone go from $400 million to being nearly broke? The answer isn't one single factor. It's a perfect storm of many things combined. First, and perhaps most importantly, there was the financial mismanagement. Tyson admitted he trusted people who didn't always act in his best interests, leaving his financial decisions to an entourage that profited from his lack of oversight. Second, a severe lack of financial literacy. There was no real planning, no budgeting, just a massive monthly burn rate that no income could sustain forever. He was earning like a king but had no plan to keep his kingdom. Third, it was the relentless drain of taxes. Divorce, lawsuits, bad contracts, and personal expenses that grew faster than even his historic income. It was a lethal combination that could bring down any fortune, no matter how large. But Mike Tyson's story didn't end in bankruptcy court. That's what makes it so compelling. After years away from professional boxing, he began the slow and difficult process of rebuilding his life and his profile. Tyson transformed himself into a media personality. He took on acting roles, famously appearing in the Hangover movies. He launched a hugely popular podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, where his raw honesty and unique perspective attracted a new generation of fans. And then came his most successful venture yet, a cannabis company called Tyson 2.0, which has become a major player in the industry. By the 2020s, his net worth had rebounded significantly, estimated to be around $10 million, with steady income from his businesses, media appearances, and even comeback exhibition matches. He went from the richest fighter to the broke fighter, to a story of financial comeback, learning incredibly painful but valuable lessons along the way. His journey teaches us that wealth is not just about what you earn. It's about what you protect. And financial literacy truly matters more than anything. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most shocking financial collapses in sports history, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories just like this one. Thanks for watching.